The story is scary and unusual at the same time. It happened one evening, when my friend and I went to a new building to look at an apartment. The house was huge and tall. We called an elevator and began to wait. A freight elevator arrived. My girlfriend and I sat down and went up to the 22nd floor. The realtor showed us the apartment and we got back on the elevator. I forgot to mention that at that time a huge thunderstorm was breaking out. When my girlfriend and I are going downstairs, suddenly the elevator jerks and stops. The light goes out in it. We started giggling nervously with Joan. In total darkness, we both begin to quickly rummage through purses, pulling out cell phones. Stand uncomfortable. The total darkness and confined space do their job. I pretend that I'm laughing, but I'm scared shitless. And Joan, too, I think, was scared. She is also a well-known coward. I first turned on the flashlight on his cell phone. We both exhaled with relief, but rejoiced too early. "Who is it?" Joan asked with panic in her voice. Her dilated eyes looked somewhere behind my shoulder. I thought at first she was kidding. I turned around and choked on a scream. In the far corner of the freight elevator, standing with his back to us, was a tall, thin man in a red hoodie. The hood was tucked over his head. The man seemed to rest his forehead against the elevator wall and could barely keep his feet. As if on cue, we huddled into the other side of the elevator and grasped hands. We looked at each other silently, clenching our teeth so as not to squeal in fear. It seemed to me that the most important thing now was for the stranger not to pay attention to us. I think Joan's mind was thinking the same thing. I don't know how long we stood like that, clinging to each other. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe an hour. For us, time stood still in that elevator. Suddenly the elevator rattled and moved. But most curiously, the lights never came on. It took a long time to come down. I thought we were probably going to a parking lot. Finally, the elevator stopped, the doors opened, and the heat hit us like an oven. The elevator cabin was filled with reddish glow. I looked, and behind the doors there were no walls of the house. I could see an incomprehensible cave, where the screams were coming from. Our elevator neighbor walked silently towards the exit. His gait was unsteady, like that of a lunatic. Good thing neither Joan nor I could see his face. Otherwise, perhaps, it would have remained in our memories for life. A man came out. The doors closed with a predatory clang, and immediately the light turned on. Again the elevator went, and down again. Shocked, we waited to see where the doors would open. But we found ourselves just on the first floor. Then we were told that the elevator was jammed because lightning hit the transformer box. That's why it stopped, and Joan made some inquiries, and it turned out that the house was built on a bad site.
Subscribe to the channel. There will be many more interesting things.